Oh, man. We started off rough already. Yeah. Mike, I got you on the red circle. You're clicking away on me. You're going to have to refresh to be fresh, my man. Oh, that is how we started off. It's Monday. We're off schedule. We didn't go yesterday. We're here today.
Trying to go on a Monday.
That's what, yeah. Well, Mike, you got the new internet, man.
New internet. Should be
Yeah.
better. Should be faster.
All right. And I had those guys, they came through the yard on Friday to install the new fiber we have coming through our neighborhood.
Wow. You're already hooked up to it?
No. I think we're going to have to get off Comcast and join this other internet service. I don't know how that works. I have no idea how it works. I'll welcome any opportunity to get off Comcast, honestly. I mean, our internet just cuts off at 4:00 every day for no reason. And then
they just raise the price at will. There's no competition.
I know, and then they just
anti-monopoly
Yeah,
bullshit,
I
you know? The fuck's
Seriously.
going on with it?
We lose internet connectivity and then they just raise our bill and we call them. They put us on hold for 2 hours, never actually talk to anybody. Nothing gets fixed. So yeah, we got the new fiber coming through. The dudes to do the fiber supposed to show up, they said, between 9 and 11 o'clock Friday morning. They got here about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Emma and I went out to happy hour, came back. They were still going. Told us it would be about an hour, maybe hour, 90 minutes max. No. 3.5 hours later, still working on my yard well into the evening on Friday. Shitty gig. I feel bad for the guys. That's tough
Hard
work.
to find good help, you know?
I got to say, though, the company that did it, the foreman or the main guy, the manager, when we called him to ask some details as to what they're going to do and all that jazz, he said, "Hey, look, we're going to come in, we're going to dig a couple small trenches, and then we're going to cover it up and clean up the area. You won't even notice we were there." And the area of my yard where they worked on, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of one of those untouched zones where I just let the weeds grow and I let nature do its thing. My cats shit back over there, like all sorts of weird things happening, piles of leaves and branches and all sorts of crap. And they went through there and actually made it look nicer. They had to clean up after their mess, so they had to kind of clean up my mess a little bit. So like they actually did a little landscaping on my yard for free. It was awesome, man.
Do I pay you guys or
Yeah, I know. I felt bad. Like, do I give you a tip or what do I do here? What's the protocol?
They're never coming back.
That's right, man. So you are now living in a new abode. Congratulations, my man. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Indiana.
You're in
Checking
Indiana. So you're a Mike Pence guy now. Is that
Mike Pence? Here we go. Yeah.
Is he the governor of your home state there, or
I gotta look it up. I don't even know who my governor is now.
You don't need to. You just know it's all Republican, and you feel all right about it.
It's
You know what I'm
already
saying?
better. That's
You
all
know,
I need to yeah.
they're not going to start taxing you to give abortions to women from another state, right? Like that's a guarantee. That's what we do here.
Why is everything so much cheaper? It's insane. It's insane. I don't get it.
Well, you dodged a major bullet last year by not declaring yourselves a sanctuary state. I don't recall Indiana being a sanctuary place for migrants. So you eliminate that expense right there. I mean, here in Denver, we're in a $200 million budget shortfall because of all the migrants we had come through. And
$200
then
million for a city?
That's right.
CPS, the school system, 730 million in the hole.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Our transit system, 1 billion in the hole.
Wow.
200 million for the whole city? That's cute. Come to Chicago.
We're small potatoes out here in Denver, right? We're not one of the 5 major cities, but we are big in crime and government waste.
We need 1.7 billion just to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Not even talking about thriving here, people. This is not failing the basics.
Yeah, but at least you're just kind of flowing with it and going through the motions. Here in Denver, they've decided to greenlight a $500 million women's soccer stadium for downtown Denver because
Oh, that's what you
nothing
needed.
nothing draws in revenue like women's soccer. You know what I'm saying?
Those flocking crowds. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible, man. That's
Indiana.
what happens when you elect these people, man.
Well, and then what do you
You
get?
know?
You get white flight, right? Which is happening
Well,
here. Denver, everyone's there's leaving, major exodus going on in Denver. Everybody's going to the burbs or more conservative leaning areas in the state or other states. Wyoming, Nebraska, not New Mexico. New Mexico's worse than here.
what's going on
How's
with the
Indiana? What's the commute like now? Is there something that changes the second you cross the state line
you
where like
feel it, man.
better or what?
You feel it. Freedom. So
Yeah.
today I was, like, in one of the worst spots of Chicago because like, to get home from, um, my commute to the new place, hour 30. My co
Wow.
my commute to the old place, hour 20.
All right.
The commute to my old place, 23 miles. The commute to the new place, 68.
Holy cow. What? Wow.
Yeah. So
That's a
for 10 mo
long
it's a long haul, but for 10 more minutes, I'm in, like, a place where, like dude, if I wanna go drive to the store, you know what I mean? There's nobody on the road, like I mean, there's people on the road, but it's not like I'm waiting in 5 minutes just to get on Cumberland,
right.
and then I'm sitting in that traffic, and you're just not moving,
Yeah, dude,
you
I had
know?
a meeting last week at my job and we were going over certain specifics and what have you. And I kind of told them, like, hey guys, I'm not going to lie to you. My commute has dramatically changed in the last year, if not 6 months. Used to be about a 25 minute drive to get to work in the morning. Now I'm looking at about 30, 35. Nothing's changed except in my neighborhood, there's more traffic. There's like more people now
Yeah.
have moved here and left the city,
Yes.
so it's easy rolling when I get to South Denver. There's no traffic, man. There's nobody going down there anymore. There's nothing happening. But here in my neighborhood in the burbs, dude, it's
You can't
gridlocked,
get
bumper to bumper.
can't get
Nobody can get
around.
anywhere. Oh, it's insane, dude. It's totally insane.
Oh, good luck. Rosemont is always having events.
Right.
Like,
Yes,
everywhere you
man.
go, there's just you know what I mean? It's a happening place around Chicago.
All right. So commute not that different. Longer distance, same
Way
time.
longer
That's kind of
distance. But,
kind of
man, you're, like,
insane.
driving through some woods, it's so I I think one of the things that's a lot nicer is you go over the river, and then it's, like, you're in kinda, like you got, like, now you're in Indiana, and there's, like, woods on the side of the road where the whole time you're driving home in Chicago, it's just 25-foot cement walls on either side of you. And you're bumper to bumper with people cutting each other off, you know what I mean? It's like the stress, you know what I mean?
They've got you just locked up in that concrete jungle,
Oh,
man,
it's insane.
and there's nowhere to go, right?
Nowhere to go. No, that's what I mean. It's just you feel I don't know, feel trapped. And then you get to this point where, like, you're in Indiana now. It's no longer, like, the border towns. Dude, people move over from the left lane. It, like, blows my mind. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Wait, no.
Dude, you're not gonna believe this. They pass the car, and then they get back into the other lane.
They
So,
don't
like,
wait,
the
they don't
left lane's,
speed
like,
up
wide open, except for
they
the
don't
one
sp
guy who's doing, like, 110. Nobody can catch up
right.
to him. But other than that
You're saying you don't have a guy speed up to go in front of you only to hit his brakes to brake check you and to slow you
no,
down? That doesn't go on? We're in Indiana?
total opposite, total opposite. You know, you just let the guy pass you, no interaction at all needed, really. I didn't even realize there's no flipping the bird, there's no
Wow.
stopping you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
really, me and you don't ever have to talk. If you wanna pass me, get in the left lane, go and get in front of
Oh,
me, and then
man.
maintain a faster speed, yeah.
Wow, I feel less stressful just hearing about it. I
Oh,
can't imagine what it feels like being
it blew
in it,
my
man.
mind, like, realizing because you hit this hill, and I look, and there's nobody in the left lane, and then you just saw the occasional, like I was like, "This is
Wow.
people are actually doing." And it wasn't like there's no traffic, it was rush hour.
I imagine you pulled over and checked your pulse. You're like, "Did I die? Am I in heaven?
Did I
This is
fall
heaven,
off that
right?"
bridge? That's
This is where the good souls go after they die, all right? This is
That's amazing. Blew my mind. I think I drove the whole time with my jaw on the floor like, "What?"
Yeah.
Nobody's being an asshole?
Alright, so Indiana, nice place, good times. I'm
Ah,
happy to
good
hear.
times, great oldies. We'll
I
see. It's new. We'll,
Right.
we'll see what happens. I'm only here for a year if I don't like it.
You can always split out and go back to Illinois. Maybe a year from now, they'll get rid of Brandon Johnson and things will improve in Chicago. No,
That's
that's
why
not
I'm trying to leave because there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just gonna get worse and worse, the people they're voting and look at New York, man, that's coming.
Yeah,
The
your next
you know,
bet is probably some sort of socialist mamdammy that's gonna come in after
100%.
Johnson. Yeah.
It only gets worse. We went from Lori Lightfoot to Brandon Johnson.
Yeah, that
It
is
it's
incredible, actually.
incredible.
Lori was like kind of legendarily terrible. She was like, she's gonna go down in the history books as one of the worst mayors in Chicago's history. At least I
Yeah,
used to think that, but then Brendan Johnson has followed suit. He might overshadow her awfulness on some level.
well, Lori was so terrible because she did nothing except give jobs to her friends. That's, like, all she really accomplished her whole time, and we were like, "How could it get any worse?" And then Brandon came in and actually tried. You know, now you got this super liberal, college where'd he go? Harvard? Something? He's one of those, like,
He's got to be Harvard
I think he's Harvard. Yeah,
because
I'm trying
that's
to
kind of
remember.
where all the trash and crap goes to afterwards.
Oh, and all the
Um,
nonsense. Where do they come up with these ideas?
it must be crowdsourced, yeah, on in one of these places like Harvard or Yale, and they eventually spread that crap throughout everybody else. And this is what we're all going to do now, right? Um, we're all
Yeah.
going socialist. We're spreading our woke agenda. I imagine woke came from Harvard. That's going to be my guess.
Did we talk about this on the podcast about the Nazis and the gay movement?
We may have discussed it after the show, actually.
Because
And
I've just been curious, like, w so I was just playing around with Grok, and then I was just you know how that whole, Nazi Grok thing came about? So I was just playing around with it, but then I got kinda curious, and I just started asking questions. I was trying to see, like, what one of the questions I asked, what made the Nazis so appealing to the Germans in the 1920s,
right.
right? That allowed it to grow into the movement. And it came back with some wild shit, dude. Berlin was the capital of the gay movement at the time, like
Like in
worldwide.
like in the late 30s.
No, no, in the 20s.
Okay.
You're leading up to when the
Right.
Nazis are starting to get power before they take he totally takes over in the 30s. But one of the reasons they gained power was because of the whole gay movement and they were trying to, like, trans the kids and stuff. They were doing everything they're doing now. I'm not even
Well, I
joking.
hate to make this comparison, but it's there for us. The Nazi movement, kind of the MAGA movement of its time, huh?
That's what I'm saying. It's starting to be a strong resemblance now. But, yeah, it's just kinda crazy. And I didn't know that book, the famous book burning,
Right.
that was at, like, this, gay not LGBT they didn't have LGBTQ, whatever, but it was like an LGBTQ headquarters.
You're saying that the book
Maybe.
burning was in front of their BLT sandwich
It was like this
headquarters?
headquarters, and they were burning books on Marxism and all these, like, queer and gender identity books.
Huh.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
crazy.
I yeah, I found some images to go along with it.
Just don't know why they never teach you about that.
So you're saying the building where they did this famous picture
S
here, where they're all
I think that's no, no. So what happened was it was like the first one that was like organized by like the Nazis, right? Like the Nazi
right.
party. And then the colleges started doing it, the kids at the colleges. And then that's when it got crazy. Like they were just burning everything. Burning all the
Damn.
books on the Jews,
But it first started with
you
the
know.
gays. First they came for the
Started
gays.
with the gays, and then it went and then the Jews.
Interesting.
That's why they're comparing, the MAGA movement because they went after the gays. Well, I don't think it's going after the gays, though. And there is
Well,
no book burning. We just don't want the kids to walk into a library and there's a display right at the front, gender queer. You know what I
I
mean?
know there's like I saw an image some couple walked into a Barnes and Noble and in the kids section at the like right when you walk into the kids section it had an entire BLT sandwich book
Yeah.
shelving and it was like yay for gay and why Fred is Tina now and like all these other kind of weird kids books that I mean I worked at a library for many years. I used to shelve stuff in the kids section from time to time. Call me old fashioned, but it used to be Dr. Seuss and Captain Underpants. I mean, I don't remember any of this yay for gay stuff or, why Bobby is now Susie and uh, everything involved. And it doesn't make sense that we need to be teaching kids this stuff on any
No,
level.
no, that should be a trap. Like, it's in the library, so if you check it out, they're coming to take your kids.
It should be that
You're you
guy from that
you're a
TV
bad
show. Yeah, where they used to
Chris
bust
Hansen.
Chris Hansen. Yeah, should be waiting there in the children's section at the kids' library.
You're free to leave whenever you want. Oh, what a creepy guy. I think I don't think I could ever go for, like, a young girl online just because I would always picture Chris Hansen. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
how do
Yeah.
you not drive to the house just thinking, like, Chris Hansen's gonna be there? Is it Chris
The
Hansen? Is that his name?
I
Yeah,
think it is, yeah. I
yeah.
would actually always expect Dog the bounty hunter there for some reason. I don't know why. That would be my image.
But
Dog
he's
the bounty
dead.
hunter. Is he dead? Did he die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he die?
I
Oh, no,
don't.
no, his wife died.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
The wife, yeah, yeah. He's old
Um,
now.
the pedo stuff is creepy. The BLT sandwich stuff with the kids, the grooming. It is interesting that in Germany in the 30s, 20s, and 30s, they identified this movement occurring, and then they decided we need to ban these books and get rid of this indoctrination, this grooming that's going on. So the
Yeah,
trans movement historically is some sort of social contagion that takes over. And then
yeah.
it basically seems to lead to a like a maximum capacity moment, like an apex, where society decides we have to go through the most extreme measures to just totally eradicate this from our culture. Otherwise, we'll never be sane again.
Yeah, that's why they rounded up the gays with the Jews.
How did they bring the Jews in? Were they blaming the Jews for the indoctrination? Is that kind of where that fits into it? Or were the Nazis really
I
just
don't
about the
think we
Uber?
could talk about this.
I think it's
I
about the Ubermensch, and they just believed that they were the Aryan race, and they had to eliminate all this
I think
riffraff
they
and
had a
crap.
lot of I think they had control of the banks and a lot of the money, and, they went after them to fund the war,
Yeah, I
and
believe
because Germany was broke.
Well, and Hitler, I think, wanted to go on to like a gold standard, and I do believe it does come down to the bankers.
Yeah.
And the bankers
They
succeeded here
stole
in 1913. That's when they fully succeeded here, put us on the Fed, and here
Yeah,
we are. We've been enslaved ever since. Hitler, though,
that's crazy.
I mean, that is crazy stuff. It is very hilarious that Hitler was in the news this week. Seems like we can't go a week without it. But apparently, a major glitch unfolded online. If you were hiding under a rock,
This
Elon
is so
Musk's
funny.
Grok chatbot goes full Nazi, calls itself, quote, Mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we
So
go. We
f
got
so for context, they took all political correctness parameters, like, off or whatever, right? So they're like, "Don't try to be politically correct." They really just took all the restraints off of this machine that has all the knowledge of everything in the internet, and it instantly said, "We need to get rid of the Jews." He You guys have a problem? It's the Jews. That's terrible.
It said some crazy shit. Did you read into any of the stuff that Mecha Hitler unleashed on the populace?
It's a little weird that it, came to these conclusions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat a lot of the stuff that was said, but it definitely made some hilarious comments about the Holocaust and Jews controlling the world, and came out at a very funny time when Epstein was in the news and everyone was freaking out about, the control that the Jews have on our government. But I found it to be absolutely hilarious that
Uh,
there wasn't enough rage. It seemed like people were just more like, "Oh, this is hilarious. This is awesome.
so funny.
This is what we always imagined AI would be all about. Just unfiltered, in your face, ridiculous, hilarious."
Yeah, it was great. Do you think it was serious?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think we're dealing with sentient AI. It blows my mind that people are giving all this credit to our technological advancements. The generative aspect, I think, gets lost in communication whenever we're discussing AI. Grok, ChatGPT, I'm under the impression this is just glorified super Google searching and it condenses it and gives it to you as is. With Grok, probably feeding on a lot of the hate going on its own website. I imagine it's
Yeah.
collecting all the user data. And you
I
think
think they're
of
collecting data from everything. They're, like,
everything,
tapping
bro.
into everything, so
They're literally collecting data from your new car. We bought a Toyota last year. There
yeah.
are like the steering wheels collecting data on our fingerprints, man. It's ridiculous what these things are doing. And they're just they're they're listening to you,
Mm.
they're predicting your thoughts, and they're sending all this information to their databases, and they're collecting it, and we're being controlled,
The
basically.
unpredictable.
We jump into the Toyota. It's Emma's ride. She usually has it, and her phone is connected to the car, and we'll be chatting about where to go
Mm.
for lunch, and then we'll jump in the car. We know where we're going, so we're not using Apple Maps, but the map pops up on the screen and literally shows us where we're going
Oh, yeah, it knows.
almost every time. And then when we leave our destination, it says home, and it knows we're going home.
Yeah, but it probably I mean, I think a lot of it doesn't even have to listen to you. I think humans are just predictable.
I think we are insanely predictable.
I don't think we realize how machine-like we are.
Well, we're creatures of habit, right?
Yeah.
Habit,
Yeah.
routine. It's the only way to really stay sane in this crazy world we're living in. And so, you know,
Mm.
I would argue you spend a day or two with somebody, you could probably pick up on their daily habits. And then if you're a phone and you're strapped to that person's body every single day, all day long, you
All
probably know
day.
everything about the
Everything.
person,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everything.
Time that they eat, where they go to eat regularly, time they go to the bathroom, when they shower, when it's time to doom scroll on Twitter. I mean, your phone knows everything about you, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. The
And then
doom
on
scroll.
and then on top of it, it knows everything you purchase, all your credit card statements. I mean, who's buying things with cash anymore? So, you're
Mhm.
ordering stuff on Amazon, online, through your apps. You're jamming to tunes on your app. You're listening to your podcast. So your phone knows your political
It knows
identity and like,
everything. Yeah,
your
yeah.
your affiliations, your beliefs,
Yeah.
everything, man. I mean, these things, you know, can predict probably everything about us up until maybe even the day we die. I'm sure there's AI tech out there not available to regular focal like you and I, where maybe they could predict the future.
Oh, they've had that for a while, I believe.
I know there's a gizmo called the Looking Glass. I've brought it up before on the show, but allegedly the CIA, through declassified documentation from the 1970s, that's back when we got the info on the heart attack gun
Mhm.
and remote viewing and all that stuff. They've been experimenting with all this stuff for a long time. So I I think we got to keep that in mind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of cash, so we went to the carnival yesterday, the Norwich Carnival.
Yeah, man. All right.
You know, with Frank and the kids.
Very nice, man. Yeah.
They changed the games at these carnivals.
Really? Because they didn't seem to change for 50 years.
So same games. Here's the rule. You you pay for the prize. You play for fun.
What, dude?
so,
No, man.
so
Get out of here.
so you know, what do you want? Do you want just a piece of shit little one? It's $5. Do you want the big toy? It goes up to 80 for like the big, the big dog. $80. And
Get
then you
out of
you
here,
just pay
dude.
for whichever one you want, and then you play, and whether you win or lose, you get the prize.
Dude, come on. That's so lame, man.
Cash only. Oh, it's crazy. These guys gotta be. Oh, they gotta be
Wow.
making a ton of money, and it was minimum $5 a game. Dude, our money means nothing now.
Totally meaningless, dude. Totally
$5.
meaningless.
Like the
Wow.
little squirt game where you squirt and the horses
Yeah, or you
race.
got the stick with the
Five
hoop on
bucks a
it,
player.
tip the bottle.
Didn't even have it.
What
They
about
had to pull the duck.
the dart? You throw it in the
Oh, you're
balloon.
so gay. Dude, so they got like these wooden it's like it's like wooden cubicles, right? With the
Yeah.
balloon in there. And then in the back of the box is the pin. And then you throw a beanbag.
What?
It try to hit the balloon and then it pops on the needle. Ah, it's so like and
They're not
it doesn't even matter because you won the prize you paid for.
I know, this sucks, man. This is the worst thing they could do to humans. You're supposed to have the reward from the success and the disappointment from the fail. Oh, I spent that money and I failed. I'm gonna hang my head in shame and walk
Hang my head
away.
shit. 'Cause I did the hammer, ding, it goes up and ding,
Yeah.
and then you who cares? Nobody know you're not walking around if you used to walk around with the prize from the game and everybody knew, "Oh my god, that guy won." You
Right.
know what I mean? He won the ladder game or he won the fucking,
Right,
you know
dude. Psycho. I was thinking of the ladder game where you walk over the to try to
Dude,
get
if
to
you
the
saw a guy with one of the prizes from the ladder game, you're like, "Dude, you're the coolest guy
coolest
at the
guy in the
carnival."
playground.
There's no way. That ladder was impossible.
Oh man. Oh, that's crazy. That's so sad where we've how we've devolved as a culture, man. Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
there's like so much joy with winning the prize. That's so unfortunate. Well,
And
either
winning the
way,
prize you wanted. I think they just got sick of people being like, "Hey, how much you want for that fucking dog?" I'll
yeah,
give you $80 for the dog.
right, to get the kid to stop crying. We live in the era now where all these kids have autism and they're on the spectrum too, and they like can't
Yeah.
register normal win loss reward consequence situations. So we just got to give prizes to everybody.
Yeah, but they're protected from HPV.
Right. Yeah, thank God, right?
Yup.
Oh man. Well, either way, AI was in the conversation this week with
Mm.
Grok going Hitler, and it's taken over all our basic things in life. And I assume at some point, eventually, the carnies will be replaced by AI robots. We won't even have
Oh,
carnies in the future.
this close. Yeah.
Right?
This
You'll
close.
you'll swipe your you'll scan your phone, you'll pay with your Bitcoin, and they'll let you shoot as many darts as you can until you can walk away with the stuffed animal. But AI
I
is
was re
on the
I
mind.
was reading this thing about how they're saying Bitcoin, is gonna kill the dollar, or it already did.
Really?
It's a made up currency that this guy made online, and it's now $116,000 for one.
I know, it's
What
amazing.
are we, the Zimbabwe dollar? You know what
I
I mean? Like,
know.
that's insane.
It just means there's gonna be another Bitcoin,
Eventually, yeah.
right? Isn't that how that works? Someone just cashed out like 1 billion Bitcoins the other day. Made
Really.
major headlines, yeah. I stand by my
Mm.
Bitcoin belief. It was created by the CIA.
Ah, I
Or
agree.
DARPA. I'll say DARPA. Whoever created the internet, Facebook, and everything else that ruins our lives, I believe they created Bitcoin. So DARPA.
I'll give it to you.
Right. Nice. Well, Mike, we're living in crazy times, and typically when I need just someone to just bring me back down to earth, focus my attention on reality as it really is, I go to the one place I know where I can get valuable, logical information. That's right. I go to The View. Anytime
That hair.
Bebop and Rocksteady is rocking out today, ready to give it
That
to
is a
us.
look.
So like I said, AI is in the news. There were some other things that happened. Marco Rubio was impersonated with AI. So there's a lot going on, a lot of controversy, a lot of danger, and a lot of confusion. So we need Whoopi Goldberg to explain it to us.
Elon Musk said he wanted to improve his AI chat box, Grok. So after an update over the weekend, users of his social media site X.
She called it chat box. I don't know if you caught that. The chat box. Like B-boxing, but chat boxing.
She's old, man. She doesn't even know what she's talking about.
Those vaccines, man, messed up her brain. Something awful. I think it was the mRNA vaccine mixed with the Ozempic. She's gone off the rails.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
She's off the rails, man.
Was shocked when they asked Grok questions and it responded with anti-Semitic posts.
She doesn't know how to speak English anymore.
The site is actively, desperately trying to remove. On the heels of that, someone else used AI to impersonate Secretary of State Marco Rubio on messaging app Signal. Remember Signal? Mm-hmm. And then they contacted foreign officials, a congressperson, and a governor. So the
where's down to Brazil? Bring me some gumbo down here with some of this.
question is, how worried are you?
Oh, God.
About the direction?
Well, there's no truth and objective truth anymore. Nobody knows what's true, what's not anymore. They changed the
I
algorithm.
like how they were like,
All
all right, black
possible
lady
to be.
who stole Jewish name. Act outraged, and then go to the actual Jew with non-Jewish name. How funny is that? Whoopi changed her name to Jewish to help her out in showbiz.
Right.
This chick, that can't be her original name.
Joy Behar.
Yeah.
There's no way. I don't know. Is Behar a Jewish name? I think that is. Yeah. No. Josephine.
Josephina Victoria Ochiudu?
Yeah,
Ochiudu?
Behar Ochiudu. So, yeah, I don't know. That might be her maiden name. Maybe her married name is Behar. Yeah, she married Joe Behar.
That makes sense.
She's been divorced with Joe Behar Joe Behar since 1981, but she rolled with the Behar.
Kept the name. She married him just for the name.
Just for the name, man. Joy and Joe Behar. That's a rough couple right there. All right, so I love this clip because Joy Behar says just completely insane, retarded things. So she's begun there, and then let's see here. Where was it? The next spot.
What's funny is Behar is Jewish.
Yeah, for sure, Jewish. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I was wrong. All right.
I think I got us to the point here. Joy continues her retarded rant.
That seems to be what is being thrown at American people now. With, for example, Robert Kennedy Jr. He says now, well, you're on your own. You want to get the COVID vaccine, you want to get the measles vaccine, you do it. But we're not going to tell you it's safe. And that, to me, is not government.
I can't get over that 40% of this panel has a Jewish name. Neither one of them is Jewish. And neither one of them was born with that name. That's 40% of your panel right there.
I think Joy Behar is still Jewish, right?
No, that's what I just looked up. She's not.
Oh,
Her
she's Roman
husband,
Catholic?
was raised Catholic, now identifies agnostic.
She's
Was
Calabrese, man. Oh, why, man, we keep making fun of all these
dude, how
Calabrese people.
many Jews are there, man? Not a Sephardic Jew? The fuck is that?
Is that
Is it
what
like an
she is?
Oshkosh Jew?
Right, the Ashkenazi? Wow. So,
I-
yeah, wait. Not Jewish then?
No.
Wow. But she sounds Jewish. She's got the nose, and maybe you
Well, that
become
was
the name you
racist.
choose. I can make that claim. I got 7%, bro. Come on.
For those wondering where the line was, back there.
Yes.
That's where we crossed it.
No! I need to do a little more investigating here. I believe there's some Jew going on with this lady, other than the name.
know from the government what we're supposed to do because they're supposed to do their due diligence. I'm not supposed to know if this is the real Marco Rubio or not.
This is my favorite thing in
I'm
the
not
world.
supposed to know. Frig, I'm not supposed to know who's real and who's AI. That's somebody's job. I don't know. I'm just a confused American. And you hear the fucking Yetis in the bed.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Why would I need to know? I'm stupid. Somebody just direct me to my next vaccine, please.
That's it.
Like, what are you guys clapping for? What she just said was ridiculous.
Dude, it is the mentality of the boomer generation. Did you hear what she said there? How am I supposed to know what I'm looking at without the government telling me what I'm looking at? I need the government to tell me what to do. Otherwise, I don't know how to live my life.
Frank, that sounds really harsh. I just want them to take everything, decide what I can and cannot see, and then just disperse that information out. Does that make sense?
It does, man.
Kind of like a government filter.
Yes.
For
Like,
everything.
You could call it censorship, maybe, if you want.
I don't like the word censorship. Government filter sounds better. We're filtering your airwaves.
Yes, man. I found this to be so unbelievable. Like, this is Joy Behar's stance on AI and RFK Jr. saying that we should maybe test vaccines against placebos. No placebos, no testing, no investigating. If you're the government, just tell me what to do, okay? I don't want to think about it. Just tell me how to live
When you're
my
the
life.
government, tell me which company's good and bad.
Exactly.
And then I'll take it from there. I trust you.
This is what got us through the lockdowns and the pandemic. This is exactly why the pandemic was so successful. There's an entire generation of people like Joy Behar who earnestly believe that the government's job, the role of government in their lives is to tell them what to do,
Yeah.
how to live, where to
Yes.
go, what to think.
These are people with no religion.
Yes.
They're replacing it with government.
Absolutely. We always said people replaced Jesus with Fauci. They even made throw pillows and candles with his likeness as Jesus on them.
That's what happens.
But it's just amazing. What an amazing mentality. Orwell is rolling in his grave right now, man. It's just incredible to me to hear grown adults. This woman's she's lived 60 years as an adult in America, and she believes she can't make a decision on, she can't hear information and not know whether or not it's true unless the government tells her. I mean, that's insane, dude.
It's insane. And she doesn't believe it. She's just saying it. She
Right.
believes that the people in the audience are that stupid.
Yes.
She's not that stupid.
Exactly.
She's speaking for them. The real
Good
people.
call. No, she's an intellectual, Mike. Joy Behar, the woman who quoted Social Network when she was trying to quote Mark Zuckerberg.
He said it in the movie, Frank.
I just find it amazing. This is the modern era. This is where we're at with this group of people, this 30% of the population. After COVID, after the shots, I think we can all agree we're at a point where nobody's taking their boosters anymore, which is a silent denial of the mRNA vaccine. It is it's a quiet rejection of the vaccine. If you're rejecting the boosters now, you are silently admitting they don't do anything and they probably harm you. So you're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
So we've gone through this. We've gone through 5 years of the government lying to you and tricking you into putting poison into your body. And now you're here on TV and you're like, man, I can't think straight or do anything unless the government tells me what I'm supposed to be doing here. I mean, that's just, man, people didn't learn anything, dude. It's unbelievable to me.
Well, they think it worked out good for them. They didn't get myocarditis.
Right.
It was the young man. Who cares?
Well, it's Bronny James, man. Yeah.
Bronny James. Justin Bieber, who looks totally fine now.
Right. But Bieber just dropped a new album today. He's back.
Yeah, he's got to just go away.
I don't know.
For
I
his
think,
own-
well, you know what? It's crowded space right now in the new music arena. I can't put down or turn off the new Will Smith album. It's been on repeat in my house.
Pretty Girls.
Yeah, dude, the whole album. I love it. The only break I get from Will Smith's new album is the Kanye album. I love the Kanye album. It's my summer
that's a
2020.
Nice little...
Yeah, little Kanye, a little Will Smith. I do a little Nazi stuff, a little pretty girls for gay guys stuff. You know, I got to
little
balance
gay,
it out.
little Nazi.
That's right, dude. Just the way Hitler wanted it, man.
Summer 2025, baby.
It's a Nazi gay boy summer. That's what they're all saying.
Man, all right.
Yeah, man. He's
music scene. Bieber.
That's right. Bieber's back.
The problem is now you're just like this old dude with tattoos. Like,
yeah,
you're not the young kid anymore. You know, what is he, like 30?
He's in his 30s, probably. Yeah,
you're old, man. You're
that's
old.
That is old, unfortunately. And yeah, the tattoos. Did you see your favorite guy with all the energy? What's his name? Pete Davidson. He's just finished spending $500,000 on removing all his tattoos.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's getting them all surgically laser removed.
Oh God! Wow! What a loser! What a loser!
He regrets the tattoos. He says he wasn't in the right headspace. He was a different guy back then, and he's getting them removed. And Emma and I were discussing this the other day. We saw a lady, this gal. She walked past us at the farmer's market, a little overweight and pale, and just spotty, horrible tattoos all over the legs and arms. Just random, outrageous, ridiculous-looking tattoos. And we were discussing how fortunate her and I are to have lived through, as young people, this sliver of time, the last 10 years where tattooing was so popular. Post Malone was just like putting Doritos on his face. And like, you know what I mean? He was like, Post Malone's whole face was tattooed up. But we went so far with the tattoo popularity that people were embracing face tattoos. That's how crazy it got. We luckily avoided that kind of nonsense.
Yeah. Or the hand tattoos. A lot of hand tattoos.
Yeah, dude, just tattoos, neck. We had a guy come in for an interview the other day and seemed like a nice gentleman. After he left, nobody could stop talking about his huge neck tattoo. It was like a giant eye and a sun like on his neck. And it's like, dude, you clearly weren't thinking when you got that tattoo.
It shows poor judgment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But you're not you're not a future thinker. You're not.
Also, this chick we saw at the farmer's market, when she got all these tats, it was probably like 10 years ago. She was in her 20s and younger, thriving, having a lot of fun and just getting tatted up. And now you're in your 30s, 40s, you're a little overweight, you're not getting as much sunshine as you used to, and you got you got these stretched out weirdo tattoos all over the place. It's not that great of a look. You're not Post Malone, unfortunately. Post Malone can ride that wave for the rest of his career. The rest of us, you're just kind of an average person, overweight, getting old, and you got these weird random tattoos all over the place. It's not a great look. Yeah, they
Yeah, good
screwed this
call.
generation, man. Everybody got really messed up there for 10 years.
And you think you're gonna be like that forever, but you never know. Time changes people. Time makes fools of us all.
Absolutely.
It's the
And
best quote.
Father Time comes for us all, man. I always think of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, was there more of a just specimen of humanity than Arnold?
Yeah, and he kept it up forever, but then out of nowhere, he's just an old man. Like, it just happened, right?
It happens to everybody, dude. No matter who you are. Like, there was a picture of one of the rockers from that Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath show they did. Like, one of the old guys from Black Sabbath is backstage, like, chatting up with Metallica, and he's got no shirt on. He's like this
Oh, I know,
80-year-old
I
dude,
saw that,
and it's like,
yeah.
I get it. You're a rocker, and we all don't age mentally. We stay the same age, but but like, man, it's just time comes for us all, dude. Like, no matter what, you're in Black Sabbath, but you still look old as fuck, man. Like, you look
you're
like a
old.
decrepit old guy, dude. No matter what.
You played in the 60s.
Yeah, dude. So, like, even Arnold Schwarzenegger, man, just a perfect physique for decades, like his whole life.
Decades.
Now he's in his 80s and he's looking it. He looks his age. Also, he took the booster shots. So
he did. Forget your freedom.
Forget your freedom, exactly, man. And I do believe people who took the mRNA gene therapies are rapidly aging.
Oh, it could be.
I've been noticing a lot of celebrities look really old suddenly.
That's the Ozempic.
Well, the melty face, that's where you're getting the Ozempic from.
Yeah, but like it's the Ozempic makes them it wrinkles you.
It gets the wrinkle and then a lot of gray. A lot of gray out there
Gray.
these days. I've been noticing, when we were younger, I don't know. I felt like men that got into their 40s started getting the gray salt and pepper. And I'm seeing
I think a
people
lot more guys were dyeing their hair.
Maybe I'm just seeing a lot of guys in their 30s, younger looking fellas who are getting the gray streaks, and it seems a little early. Feels like that
Yeah.
wasn't a thing a while back. I'm sensing some rapid aging going on with the boosted crowd. That's my theory.
You save a lot of money if you just shave your head. Don't worry about streaks and haircuts. Just shave the head, man. Treat yourself like a dog.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of the vaccines, a major study was released based on, I think, maybe I'm saying this wrong. No, yeah, 99 million vaccinated people. So this is a definitive study. And I've got an interview with Peter McCullough dropping some
Ooh.
major truth bombs. I love the Peter McCullough. He's on the show Redacted, which is also a pretty decent program out there. And
this crazy anti-vaxxer.
That's
Peter
right.
McCullough,
Yeah, we're going down anti-vax territory here, Mike.
who made a career out of vaccines.
Yeah, dude. All right, man.
Anti-vaxxer.
Here we go. We're doing COVID.
Massive study of 99 million COVID vaccinated people has just wrapped up, and the results are pretty startling, at least to my eyes. I'm no cardiologist, though. Here is how the mainstream media is covering this study. Here's the Washington Times headline: Study of 99 million COVID vaccinated people finds links to brain and heart problems. And then here's Forbes magazine. Here's their headline.
like right next to that, you should now put 100% safe and effective.
That's right.
Give it to your pregnant wife and your newborn kids.
Is your wife pregnant? Give her some sushi with this mRNA vaccine. Totally fine.
Or fucking fat ass De Blasio chewing on them French fries. Fat fuck, 90 million.
99 million vaccinated people.
COVID vaccines linked to small increase in heart and brain disorders, study finds, but risk from infection is far higher. So you got to really worry.
Excuse me?
So it increased your risk for COVID.
Right.
and gave you a risk of heart and brain disorders.
It gave you, yeah, it made your brain malfunction and it increased the size of your heart. So you have scar tissue on your heart now.
And then you got COVID anyways because it made you more susceptible.
And then, if you were really following protocol and you took the Paxlovid, you had diaper mouth for like 2 weeks, and then you got COVID again.
In the meantime, your unvaccinated friends just carried on with their life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I guarantee if you followed all of that, you probably right now have long COVID. And there is not one single unvaccinated person in this world with long COVID.
No, it's
Not
a
one.
long vaccine.
It's long vaccinated.
You have AIDS.
AIDS, man. Yeah.
About the COVID, make sure the COVID is top of your mind. Cardiologist Dr. Peter McCullough knows a thing or two about the heart. So let's let him weigh in on this study. Doctor, great to see you. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So your initial response upon seeing this 99 million patient results?
I'm trained as an epidemiologist, so I'm very skilled at looking at risks. And just to give people some guideposts, any relative risk or hazard ratio or odds ratio, these are measures of association. Anything more than 1.2 on safety is concerning. Most of the risks described here are in the 2 to 3 fold increased risk range. These are astronomical, thinking that the data were truncated just at 42 days, so anything more than 42 days wasn't counted, that there's underreporting. People who come in with these problems are not recognized due to the vaccine, so they're simply not reported. So there's underreporting. And lastly, they weren't age stratified. So the myocarditis is the big ticket issue. So myocarditis really peaks in men ages 18 to 24. So if the overall risk for myocarditis was in the 2 to 3 or over 3 range, it must be astronomical for young men ages 18 to 24 taking the vaccine. So I wouldn't consider these small.
In the prime of their life.
Yeah, man.
It's the prime.
Yeah.
Dude.
Isn't that incredible?
Man, that's so sad.
That's 2 to 3 percentage increase? Is that what he was
2 to 3 times a
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risk increases 2 to 3 fold.
That's why we have Bronny James or TJ Watt and these football players and the soccer players internationally who are dropping on the field in real time, having to have them come out with the defibrillators and bring them back to life. I mean, this stuff never happened, by the way. The statistical information behind pre and post vaccine rollout with athletes dropping dead of heart attacks, man, it's like night and day. I wish I had the numbers in front of me. But
I could tell you it's 0 a year to 130 a year.
Yeah, seriously. It's just something we never heard of. You and I were athletes as kids for our entire youth. I can't tell you one time all the way through high school that someone dropped of a heart attack on the field while we were practicing or scrimmaging or playing a game. Never happened.
Never happened.
And here we are now, and you got Bronny James and company dropping down, and that Damar Hamlin guy.
And they're putting defibrillators all over every gym and
now it's
every
standard.
School,
yeah,
everywhere.
Totally nuts, man. So we're here now, 2025. We're halfway through, and we're still trickling through the information that's slowly coming out to us about what actually is in these vaccines. They've officially now admitted that one of the main ingredients in there is the simian virus 40, the SV40. They're openly saying like, yeah, it's fully in there. We did it on purpose.
It's what triggered the reaction.
You have monkey DNA giving you tumors. Sorry. That's literally like what they did. They put monkey DNA in there, and it's literally growing tumors in people. That's where you're getting your turbo cancer. Totally
Good luck.
Yeah,
but don't worry, you'll be fine as long as you don't mix it with a high sugar diet.
Yeah.
Literally every American.
Oh, man. That's right, folks. The only way forward truly is to just watch what you eat, which is why we're lucky to live in America. We're lucky to live in America, Mike.
I did find an article. I was reading this article. It like blew my mind. They're actually now reporting about the link between sugar and Alzheimer's. It's
Nice.
type 3 diabetes is what they used to call it. It has to do with sugar.
Not aluminum, because I'm pretty convinced it's from all the chemtrails they're spraying up ahead. I think the aluminum raining down, clogging up our insides. We all have neurodegenerative
I
disorders.
give it to you. Could be the aluminum. A little bit of both. A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
High sugar diet mixed with aluminum sprayed from
Mix
the
it-
sky.
right.
You know what? Throwing a little fluoride in the water to wash down all the sugar and
the old
aluminum.
1, 2, 3
That's
combo.
right.
It's just done.
And you know what? Just keep pushing the American diet. And if anyone's curious as to where we are in the modern Maha world with our American diets, look no further than the king of burgers, Burger King, Mike. That's right. The Baby Body Burger. 5 beef patties, 4 cheese slices, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Burger King's sumo of a burger enters the ring. It's in honor of a sumo wrestling tournament that goes on in July.
Is that real?
It is very real, sir. It's Japan's limited edition Baby Body Burger. Packs
Baby
in
body because it's the size of a baby?
I believe so. It's in honor of Hillary Clinton and Huma Abedin eating little children. And so
They only made it out of baby pigs
that's right.
and baby cows. Bacon on top of 5 patties?
Yeah, and 4 slices of plastic cheese, which is delicious.
Is this in
And-
Chicago or no? Can I get this?
Yeah, I think you can get it everywhere. Let's see here. They called it the Baby Body. I can't even say it. Wow, tipping the scales at 1.5 pounds of meat. Good stuff. You can soak in 1,800 calories there. It's in honor of sumo wrestlers. And yeah, I think you can get it anywhere. They have a delicious Aurora sauce, Mike.
It actually sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's mayonnaise, mustard, and umami-infused tomato paste Aurora sauce.
Sounds terrible.
Joked one woman splitting one with her family. This could dislocate my jaw, she said. All right. Yeah.
So stupid. Why do... All right. Yeah.
5 patties. It's amazing we're here now. It's too bad they blew their load 15 years ago on the meat enormous. This could have been a meat enormous.
This could have been... Yeah, right. Now you got to call it the big... Oh, good call.
Baby Body Burger. There's still something really twisted about going Baby Body Burger,
So weird.
especially when we're trying to put the kibosh on like Jeffrey Epstein Island and doing stuff to kids, and nobody wants to talk about the fact that we just found out the Biden administration trafficked 300,000 children through the southern border, and we can't
We're
find
not
them.
worried about it. We're sure they're fine. Frank, we're sure they're fine.
Putin said this week in a national speech or in an interview, I can't remember which one it was, but either way, he said that he's going to drop 2 major bombshells in the next week about America. One being information identifying the true culprits of 9/11, kind of alluding to the fact that it was our U.S. government that was behind it. And the
It's just
second
gonna
one,
be George Bush.
that's right, dude.
Poor guy.
Herbert Walker. And so his second thing that he's going to unleash, allegedly, is information pertaining to the idea that the American government or the institutions are serving human meat to American people.
Wow.
And I believe the human meat is in the McDonald's and the Burger King and the Wendy's. Maybe not the Wendy's. The Wendy's is kind of a natural tasting burger.
I feel like it would be too expensive
the human meat, really?
to spread it on a mass scale like that.
I mean, I don't know if The Simpsons has taught me anything. Treehouse of Horrors, where they are grinding up the students into meat. Do you remember that episode?
Right. But eventually you run out of bodies. And
Do
people start
you
to
though?
notice.
I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of
people start-
bodies out there, and we let a lot of people come through the border in the last 4 years.
I'm not saying you are, but if you are, could you thin out that Chicago crowd? That traffic is thick. Those boys will feed a family for a week. A lot of meat on those guys.
If there was a fast food company distributing human meat in their food, which one would it be in your book?
McDonald's. For
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
McDonald's.
It's that or Taco Bell, because Taco Bell was always well known for their grade D beef, which nobody ever heard of before Taco Bell
Yeah,
started serving grade D
human
beef.
meat. No, they're not even. They can't even afford cow meat. Like they're not even paying for any meat right now.
Yeah, with Taco Bell, I mean, that's
No
like
meat.
part rat, part fecal matter, part some cow,
I'm sure
probably
there's wood
some
dust
human.
in there. It's like a sawdust from a mill, and they just shovel it in.
Sawdust turned into pulp is used in Eggos.
No, it's used in a lot of food.
Most of the frozen foods and the stuff that's in the middle of the grocery aisle, they actively use wood pulp as a substance in those.
They clean it. It's clean. You know? And on animals. It's good fiber.
Yeah. Oh man, Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it, man, but there is no doubt about it. This is the fastest hour in the universe. I'm glad I snuck in that 5 beef patty burger extravaganza. I didn't
I
think
was
that
just
would
thinking,
come in.
I had the triple from Wendy's the other day.
That's where I was about to go with it. I remember.
Yeah.
Well, I remember
Love
when
the
that
triple.
dude, when that came out though, I remember thinking like, "Oh, that's it. America's done. We're just fat cows forever now.
the
We're
beginning
never
of the
turning
end."
back." Because the double Whopper was like, man.
Oh, it's not even a Whopper. It's a Dave's double, Frank. Come on now, get it right.
Well, I'm just saying when the back when the Whopper was a Whopper, and then you got the
Oh,
double Whopper, it's
yeah.
like, oh man, I need to make sure I'm ready to go to bed after I eat this double Whopper.
But back then, a Whopper patty was like 3 Whopper patties.
Yes, that's what I'm
Have
saying.
you seen the Whopper patty? It's like a little fucking. It's like a sausage patty.
I'm telling you, you got to watch the commercials. They got the black dudes eating the Whopper. It's like this. It's like they're holding like a little
an Oreo
cracker.
cookie.
Yeah, like a little Oreo cookie. Like, oh yeah, man, this is delicious, bro.
So good.
Yeah, what I crave, man, or whatever.
That triple though. See, I compromised. I'm like, I'm not gonna get fries or a drink. Get the triple.
Right on. And Wendy's seems to be the one that escaped all the shrinkflation. Is Wendy's still packing the punch, or did they shrink down also?
They had to shrink it because I don't think they're advertising the quarter pound anymore.
Yeah, man. All right.
Or whatever it was. I don't remember. You know.
When I do fast food, I only go to In-N-Out Burger now. So I haven't.
God, so lucky.
I'm just so bougie. I'm such an elitist. It's unbelievable these days.
During the move, I hit up the Wendy's. I had to. I was starving.
Wendy's
moving is the worst. I'm just gonna pay somebody to do it next time.
I told you, you got to just dish it out, man. Not
I got
think
too much
about
shit.
it, man.
How'd I get so much shit? It's a 1-bedroom apartment.
You got all this stuff, and then you need a place to put all this stuff, so you get another place to put all your stuff, right?
That's all I can think about. I moved in with 2 garbage bags of clothes. I threw out 4 garbage bags worth of shit and still filled the van twice.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
Man, consumerism, man. No wonder I have no money.
I know. We just collect shit, dude. That's all we do.
Why? Why is it in us?
I did a great thing like 10 years ago. I purged all my stuff. I shrunk all my possessions down to a suitcase, and I went on a bike ride for a month. And then I came back, and I started again. Now I have too much shit. I got to do it all over again. I got to purge, man.
We all need it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I heard this song. It's one of those songs that just brings you back to a time, the only time where this song could exist.
Yes, man. I love it. Folks, we got DJ Rodfather here. Thanks for hanging out, enjoying the good times, great oldies, tuning in there in the chat room. Appreciate it. We will be back for a second hour after this fantastic jam from DJ Rodfather. Yeah! All right, man. Bush, fuck yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, I'm pumped up now. Yes.
for my machine. And I walk for my machine.
Yeah.
All right, Machine Head.
They don't make them like they used to, man.
Oh, what a rocker, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Pretty much every song of theirs, I think, has to do with heroin, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were big-time heroin guys.
Yeah, I always hear their songs. I forgot. I always forget that they have so many good songs.
Right. Yeah, Bush was huge
Yeah.
back then. It's crazy. And
Yeah.
heroin was so popular with all those musicians. It seems like a drug that really knocks you out. Like, how do you summon creativity on heroin? You know what I'm
It's in
saying?
the dream. They're
Ah, okay.
dreaming when they're like hunched over. Who
Right.
dreams more than heroin addicts, right?
I guess so.
They're always sleeping. You know? I almost envy them sometimes, you know?
I know. I wish I could get that kind of sleep, honestly, man. I can never lock it
They
down for that
sleep
long.
better like standing up on a street corner than I do in my bed.
Dude, great call, man. Yes.
Maybe they just have it figured out.
Right. You take the trank or whatever it is, mixed with the fentanyl and the heroin, and you
Yeah.
pass out where you're standing, and it doesn't seem to affect you in any way because you just come back to, right? And then someone brings
And
you a
look,
little sniff a little Narcan, right? And come back at it.
you're already on Michigan Avenue in the middle of the, you know?
How did I get here? That's Oh man.
Chicago.
That's Denver too, dude. We have quite the scene unfolding on Broadway, one of the main streets downtown. Used to be a really hip area, a lot of awesome bars and really good food, dives, just everything you could really want from a strip. With dispensaries, everything. Now everything seems to have shut down and left town, and you just have this section of road right next to it, parallel with it, the alleyway, and that's where you have your tranked out freakoids just kind of leaning
Yeah.
over and, you know, drugged out and zombieing around.
The zombies. Yeah.
It's tough, man. I was just in Boulder this past weekend, and Em and I love every time we go down there. We always hear from people in Boulder complain about the state of our society here in Colorado and the way things are. And they always say, I hate to say it, but I think it's the Democrats. And then they go and they fucking vote overwhelmingly for these Democrats. I mean, like,
yes.
we just had an election. Our situation was equally as shitty 8 months ago, and you clowns overwhelmingly went further for Democrats in Colorado, more so than any other state in America. And I don't blame the voters. I blame our system. I know for a fact that it's completely rigged here in Colorado. We overwhelmingly full on do the mail-in voting.
It's crazy.
A Republican will never win in this state.
That's crazy.
With that going on. Yeah, it's rigged. It's a rigged system. And I do.
That's why same thing with Illinois, man. That's why I know it's never going to get better.
No, never. No, I'm sure Denver and Colorado as a whole in a similar boat as Illinois. I got my neighbor. He's got all the flags out there.
Oh yeah.
And I've been keeping you updated on the flag situation. And he's got this one that we see it every time we pull in and out of the house because it's the most prominent one, and it's just always waving in the wind, especially when we're chemtrailing. There's lots of wind out here in the chemtrails. And so it's got this flag, man. And the flag, it says fight. It says resist fascism, fight oligarchy. Right? It says fight fascism, resist fascism, fight the oligarchy.
Fight the oligarchy.
And Em and I were chatting about how Democrats are struggling to bring people into their party right now. They're struggling to recruit, people to go in. And I was telling Emma, I was asking, do you know what their motto was in the last election? She goes, no, what was it? I said, they're the party of joy.
Oh, that's right. No, that wasn't what was their motto?
They were the party of joy.
No.
They were bringing joy, bro. Joy was their fucking...
That was the fucking motto?
That was their mantra.
No.
I swear to God. I swear. I don't even know how to find it. Motto?
Yeah.
Is it motto?
Motto?
I would go with motto. I swear they were...
Motto.
Oh, I guess their slogan was, let's win this. Remember they were talking about joy?
Oh, that's even worse.
That's even worse. Mine was better.
That's terrible.
Let's see here. Yeah, no, I thought they were the party of joy. Ah, yes, okay. The 2024 Democratic campaign led by Vice President Kamala Harris embraced joy as a central theme in their messaging. Yeah, that's what I recall.
It was a theme, but they had like a slogan.
Right, but the theme was joy. Is my bottom line. Is their whole focus was joy. It was Tim Walz. Hi. He was so filled with joy. He was exploding on the stage. And I was telling Emma how funny it must be to be a Democrat right now and try to get people to recruit people for your party. You go up to someone and be like, "Hey, man, you want to join our Democratic Party? We're the party of joy." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Yeah. What are we doing with your party of joy? We're resisting fascism. And we're fighting the oligarchy.
Fight the oligarchy.
Resist and fight. Resist and fight. Resist and fight."
No. The joy comes after the fight.
And then we have joy.
After we destroy our enemies.
That's right.
Then the joy.
After we resist and fight, then we will have joy.
We will rejoice in the blood of our enemies.
Right.
Duh.
I'm cracking up seeing this flag, man. Like, I thought you guys were the party of joy. I thought it was all about joy. Oh, man. And we're inclusive. Unless you're a white guy and you're straight, you're not allowed. You're not allowed, but we're
and we're
inclusive.
masculine party. We're the party of the real men who are joyful. Because real men are joyful.
Right.
You know all those men you see on the job site? Very joyful.
Very joyful, and real men sit like real men. And there's only one way the party of joy sits.
It's insane.
Oh, I lost it. There it is. Look at this guy.
Who is it?
That's Gavin Newsom.
Gavin
Newsom. He was on Sean Ryan's podcast. I don't know if you listened to that episode or not.
I just listened to it. Yeah.
Look at
Did
how
you hear
Gavin...
his so his counter to Trump, he's like, there is Trump derangement syndrome. I will give you that. But there's also a California derangement syndrome. He just kept going back to like, we're the biggest state, we got the biggest economy. Like, it's not because of anything you did, asshole. All you did was tax the shit out of these people.
Dude, look at... I can't believe he's sitting this way. Have you ever seen anyone sit like that before?
No, that's crazy.
That's a whole nother level right there. His legs are so crossed, the other leg is twisting into another dimension, it looks like. It's literally going...
He's just saying, I have no balls.
I know, dude. Yeah.
I
Good
have
stuff.
no balls.
Lots of joy. Joy, joy, joy. I just love my neighbor over there. He's resisting. He's fighting. They're filled with joy as they resist and they fight. Yeah, that's right, dude.
Right. You can be joyful while you resist and fight.
And they're including everybody except for you, white guy, straight. You're out of here. Don't even come near us, man.
So sad.
But it's just crazy because I live in this area. It's predominantly Democrats. In fact, the district I live in went further for Democrats than than most counties in America. And so everybody's all in it, but they still complain. They're complaining about Democratic parties. It's ruining our economy, and it's just wreaking havoc on all of our lives out here. Yet we're still voting for it. And then they're still resisting fascism, fighting the oligarchy. But never do I see a flag from anyone that says, what did I write here? How about resist taxes, fight regulation? Can we get some support? Can we get some support and unity behind resist taxes, fight regulation?
Yes. Let's bring the taxes down. Why is nobody ever bringing the taxes down?
That's my hope. Like,
they never go down.
I told them I'm gonna order a flag for my house that says fight taxes, resist regulation. We'll see, or some combination of that. Yeah, I'll put it up there. Good. See if I can break the political barrier in my neighborhood, bring us all together. Because I think no matter who you are and who you vote for, you could get down with a little less tax, a little less regulation, make things a little bit easier for your life. Yes. Come on, man.
Less tax.
Oh, dude, all we're doing... We're adding taxes to the taxes now. It's insane what's going on here. It's like, oh, well, here's the abortion tax for the abortion tax that you're paying for all these abortions, for the people coming out of town to have their abortions. You got to pay for it.
I don't even understand why we're paying a gas tax.
Colorado just passed a new tax where they are, Colorado specific, is adding taxes onto your streaming subscription. So if you stream via Netflix, Hulu... yeah, exactly. They are now going to tax our subscriptions to streaming services. This state is the worst state in America. I'm throwing
it out there.
Even
if it was more than the tax, I would pay a VPN just to avoid. I would rather pay for the VPN than pay the tax.
I pay for a VPN. We're now going to utilize it on the TV. Well, we're getting the new internet, so I told Emma we're done with Comcast. And we're going to stream all these services through the VPN. Fuck Jared Polis. Fuck Colorado and all these assholes who are trying to take my money. You're already taken money from my paycheck to pay for out-of-state abortions and to pay for free money for migrants who don't pay their own taxes to pay for this crap.
Billions of dollars. We spent $1 billion on migrants, and now we're broke.
Yes,
that's the worst part. Now you're broke. Now you have to raise taxes.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable stuff, huh?
They never go down.
No, and now we're going to pay... Streaming service
Florida.
tax. Are you fucking kidding me with the streaming service tax? It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard. Leave it to Colorado to come up with an asshole idea like this where we're the only ones suffering for it. No other state's like, let's add taxes for streaming services. This is what happened when you have budget deficits and when you spend too much and when you kick out all these cockamamie social projects and programs that you really can't fork the bill for. We end up paying for it in the likeness of a streaming tax for streaming services. Ridiculous, man.
More red light cameras.
Well, yeah, so we defunded the cops, so we can't
Right.
pull people over for tickets. So they are now on Highway 119 that goes from Denver to Boulder and up to Longmont. They're now I think it starts actually this month. It started on the 1st of July. They're now issuing traffic tickets via cameras.
Wow. At least you
Yeah.
guys are getting tickets. Here they're talking about not pulling people over anymore for no license plate or expired plates.
It's called the Denver way. Yeah, we do that in Denver. Yeah, that's right.
If you don't enforce it, then it's no longer a law.
Right.
It's only a law if it's enforced.
Good call, dude.
Right? So then why am I going to go get my sticker?
We got a ride from an Uber guy down to the shows we saw in Boulder over 4th of July weekend, and the dude was rocking the express lane, which is a really nice kind of gold standard if you get an Uber that's willing to rock the old expressway. And he was telling us how, something changed and now they're getting some payback and they can take the express lane, and how beforehand what they were doing. He told me that he was getting charged for like messing with the express lane, and he's like, so I took off my license plate because they're not pulling people over for license plates. and I was like, that's a great idea. I would do the same thing. Literally, I would do the exact same thing. Told me in the same day he got pulled over 3 times for the no license plate.
Whoa.
So what they're not telling you in the news is they're not pulling over migrants for the no license plate. If you're a white man driving in a nice car, the guy he's a white guy in a Lincoln. Yeah, he got pulled over 3 times in one day, dude. Yeah.
You know you can pay the ticket.
Yes, dude.
Okay, so there's a caveat. You got to go buy a piece of shit Corolla.
Yes.
$300 Corolla.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it was a Dave Chappelle skit where you put a cover over your car that made the car look like an old beater, but it was really like a nice Mercedes like underneath it.
That's a genius
So
move.
criminals would just walk past it, not even think about it, and then you pull the cover off, right? You cruise out with your nice car.
Genius.
Yeah. Oh man, ridiculous stuff, right? But it's still we're still living in good times right now. I don't want to dwell on the negative things that are going on in the world. From a weather modification perspective, Mike, we're living in good times right now.
So funny.
For everybody out there.
That Augusta guy is going around everywhere.
Well, he had to. This poor fella decided to do some chemtrailing and cloud seeding like 24 hours before a 1,000-year flood hit Texas.
But they put 70 grams of the silver iodide. Dude, they're pretty much farting in the wind.
Yes.
They're not doing,
Absolutely.
They're not doing anything.
Augustus Dorico, he's going on the apology tour of a lifetime, him and his mullet, and he's trying to convince everyone he's not responsible for murdering those little girls at the camp in Texas. And I'm going to say this, it's a horrifying tragedy that unfolded, but eventually the weather modification was going to be so obvious and get to a point where people would start connecting weather-related deaths to the modification. It was inevitable.
See, but this is where I think me and you are both right on the chemtrails. Because this is the guy I'm talking about. This is what your USAID and the gun. You do a FOIA request on money spent on like fucking cloud seeding. They're sending you this guy who's farting in the wind, and then the black budget. That's where they're doing the what you're talking about.
Lee Zeldin from the EPA had a great video. I recommend it to everybody. It's on X, and it's a 2.5, 3 minute long rant where he talks about geoengineering and contrailing, he calls it. So he probably doesn't get kicked off the websites and all that jazz. But the EPA, and you can go to it, It's epa.gov/geoengineering. They created a website where they have released all information as far as what the government knows. This is what he claims, Lee Zeldin. Uh, this is what they know is going on with stratospheric aerosolized injections and solar radiation management, geoengineering. And Mike, you're right on the money. They talk about in this website those losers over at Make Sunsets who pop balloons in the atmosphere in California and make a cloud. They're labeled in this. I think he mentions the Rainmaker, Augustus in here. The website's very informative. They have links to reports and projects that have been going on, and it's all in here. And I noticed online people were focusing on the last part, which I think is a bit misleading. But at the bottom of the whole page, they claim current federal research is designed to improve the ability to observe current conditions in the atmosphere and the understanding of the potential physical impacts of solar geoengineering. The US government is not engaged in any form of outdoor testing or large scale deployment. All right, so they're absolving themselves of this. But if you go through the actual webpage, you can go to these federal regulations and projects that have links, and then even the 2023 Biden administration report to Congress, and then as well as the congressionally passed programs that went through in 2020 and 2023. It's right there for us to see. What's going on here is, and they are correct to deny it. The government can actually say, no, the government is not behind the geoengineering. The government passed bills to allocate taxpayer funds for private companies and agencies within the US government to partake in geoengineering. That's why the government can say, we don't do geoengineering, because they don't.
Right.
The government isn't behind it.
No,
NASA,
the contractors do.
NASA and NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Agency, they actually have received granted funding and bills that were signed in their favor 5 years ago, and they are doing the widespread, wide-scale, black project level geoengineering. This is DARPA, NASA, NOAA, as a smokescreen, so you can focus your ire onto an individual or put a face to the idea of geoengineering and chemtrailing. They've given some money to this dingleberry Dorico Augustus, who's out there with his mullet talking about how cool his company is, and he's getting all these millions of dollars from the government, and he's just making it rain, bro, and he's helping the farmers. And
I love how like 3 days ago I'm the Rainmaker. I'm making rain in Texas, and then some girls die in a flood because there's too much rain in Texas. You're like, whoa, what made you think I made the rain? What do you mean? No! You think I made the rain?
I love this guy, actually. It's so funny. I've done a 180 on this Augustus fella. I was shitting on him a while back, but now I see what's going on here. He's a patsy. He's being used by the government to have us focus our energy and our anger on him.
Dumb.
We need to be really clear on what's going on here. This dude has nothing to do with the floods in Texas or any of the nonstop chemtrailing and geoengineering and the frequency HARP technology that's pulsing through our clouds. That's not this loser. All right, that's
they probably
DARPA.
like shot it with an energy weapon from Antarctica.
Yes.
Then they're like, it was that guy with the balloon.
It was the kid with the mullet.
The mullet.
Yeah. So I think it's important for people to understand that there are these private small companies like the Rainmaker, and they're doing small scale cloud seeding for farmers and all that stuff. And that's not what I've been ranting and raving about for 4 years. What I'm obsessed with and what everybody should be focused on is the government level inundation and bombardment that they've been just unleashing in our skies. And the coordination is over the top. And Mike, you have been right this whole time. We've both been right about the
Both right.
chemtrails and the geoengineering. The government, when the government runs things, you get the DMV or you get how fast they're fixing the
Well,
roads on
that's right.
I-25.
You didn't let me finish because you kind of already addressed it. That it's not the government doing the military testing and the high altitude.
Right.
That's contracted out to private
Yes.
companies who have to perform to maintain the funds.
Yeah, they need to spend the
So-
money, and they have to unleash.
That
and
makes more sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. If you need things done and done right and done quickly, you have a private company.
You
do
go
it.
to the private sector.
That's right. You go to the private sector. And so, yeah, the reason the chemtrailing and geoengineering is so over the top and so in our face, we have private contractors and major agencies like NASA and NOAA. I was actually shocked by the NASA part, and that's in the website that I led you all to, the EPA.gov/geoengineering.
It's also like Google.
You could Google it very easily.
No. Google's in on it with the Google AI.
Google AI is developed biofuel mixtures, and they spray as well. It's multifaceted, as we've been saying for a long time.
Multifaceted.
Multi-layered. There's many different hands in the cookie jar. And that's why ultimately I ragged on this dude to begin with, but I'm taking it back. I feel bad for this guy, our friend, our fella, Mr. Mullet Man, Augustus
You
Dorico.
call yourself the Rainmaker.
I know.
Don't be mad at us when we accuse you of making rain. If I called myself the rapist, and then at the park down the street, like 4 girls got raped last month, what makes you think I did it just because they call me the rapist?
Great call. There was this great entertainer in France back in the late 1800s, the Fartiste, and he was a fart artist. You knew what to expect from the Fartiste. You don't know Le Pétomane?
But then, like, if somebody farts in a crowd and everybody looks at him and he's like, why would you think it's me? Dude, speaking of French guys, did you know Timothy Chalamet, his name's not Timothy,
No.
it's Timothée?
It's Timothée?
Timothée?
Wasn't he born in Brooklyn?
No, he's French, isn't he?
Dude, I went down this rabbit hole because
It'd be crazy if he was more Brooklyn than AOC.
Dude, he's born in New York. He was born in New York City.
No. Oh, what a fag.
Yeah, his parents are just losers, man. Come on. Let's see
Apparently,
here.
because he spells it with 2 E's, you're supposed to pronounce it Timothée.
He's bilingual in English and French.
Francais.
Francois. Oui, oui. I guess so. He used to spend his summers in a small village in France. He holds dual citizenship.
Like, what kind of asshole gets that life?
I know.
I never went to Europe. You know when I went to Europe? When I landed there for 10 minutes on my way to the Middle East. That was the only time I've been on European soil. So the plane could fuel up.
You got what you needed out of it. There's not much there in Europe. No, Europe's a great place.
I ate a sausage in the German airport. I think.
Oh, perfect. That's all you need. You got the experience, right? Now it's all migrants and Muslims. So, Europe is lost.
Some would say I got the best of the European experience. I was there only short enough time where they couldn't rob me. The gypsies.
Oh, man. Should we do some Rainmaker?
Yeah.
All right.
No, yeah, you go ahead.
You sure? Because I got another thing on the chemtrails.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
It's a quick one. We'll do the quick one instead. Either way, I feel bad for Rainmaker. I just want to toss that out there. He's getting a bad rap in my book.
He's getting millions of dollars to dick around.
Yeah,
with clouds.
Absolutely.
I don't feel bad for him at all.
I'm actually very happy that he just coincidentally happened to be cloud seeding right before the floods, because he's now drawn in all this international attention to cloud seeding and weather modification. He's got it, it's top of mind for our society right now, Mike. And that's why we have our new modern day hero, Marjorie Taylor Greene, bringing it to the House floor.
It would be so much better for the cause if she just stopped talking about it.
I wish we could have had a better representative to be doing this, but she's the only one crazy enough to ride this wave.
MTG, where do they go to social media to make sure they read this amendment you've got for the NDA and all your other posts? Where do they go?
Yes, Rep MTG is my official congressional pages. That's where I'm posting up much of this information, as well as information about the new weather modification and geoengineering bill that I have introduced this week that would ban this, just like the state of Florida and Tennessee has already done. It's a bill I've been working on for months and months and months, and I think it's incredibly important.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, all right. So she submitted the bill. It's happening, man. This is reason to celebrate. For all the dude Sean's out there, be happy because we potentially may be staring down a federal ban on the geoengineering. So if this were to go through on a federal level, then we would end the financing for NOAA and NASA and all these privatized companies. Her bill is going to make it illegal, and you'll be fined millions of dollars for carrying on with the weather modification. So this is this is good news. Yeah.
Careful what you wish for. What if they stop doing it and you're just like, you can't even go outside? It's just burning.
Yeah, but if I could smell the air and,
it's 100 degrees every day, just stale heat.
So I don't believe that that's even close to happening. I actually believe we're in a solar minimum, or at least they are claiming that we are on the verge of a solar minimum. And there's widespread belief that we could actually enter very quickly. Like I'm saying, by 2030, a lot of data suggests that we will enter the solar minimum and potentially hit a mini ice age, essentially.
Wow.
And the last time whenever a solar minimum or maximum happens, that's when we have these massive upheavals geologically on Earth, and we have volcanic eruptions and, all sorts of crazy things go on, floodings and all that jazz. So a lot of people...
Would it be worth it, though, to just be like, just to shove it in the faces of the people who told you about climate change as we're all dying?
I see.
From a winter of death.
So while I'm starving and I'm frozen solid, I can look to my liberal neighbor with the resist fascism sign and be like, I told you. I fucking told you.
Warming, asshole. Fucking global warming. Sounds real good right
shivering her way and be like, conspiracy theorists undefeated. Right?
I told you, Bill Gates. You just freeze
it. I wouldn't mind going out, freezing to death while cursing Bill Gates in the middle of it. Yeah. So this is a big week. Unfortunately for August Dorico, not a good week for him. He's being blamed for the murder of, hundreds of people in Texas. But a good week for conspiracy nutjob theorists like myself who've been trying
about
to...
a roller coaster. Like 3 days before that, he's on Sean Ryan's podcast.
Yeah,
probably
dude.
He's riding a tidal wave, dude. This guy was farting in the breeze, you know what I mean, for 3 years. Now he's on Sean Ryan's podcast. He's getting all these hits. He's loving it. And then these kids died.
I know, dude.
Come on, Gus. Poor guy.
No, it's so funny that he's taking the heat for this when there's these, again, DARPA, the World Health Organization, the World Economic Forum, Bill Gates, the CIA, the DOJ and the DOD and the DIA and all these multi-letter acronym agencies and these globalists. These are the monsters behind what's going on with the manipulation of our environment. It's not the mullet.
Anybody
guy.
you hear about is not the one you got to worry about,
Exactly. Never once on the news did they mention DARPA.
If we learned anything from 2001, it's the unknown unknowns.
Yes. Good call, man. Rumsfeld.
The worst of them all.
Well, speaking of not hearing anything, I did find something really interesting about what unfolded this past week. Uh, the whole Epstein saga that has unfolded, and now basically everyone on the Epstein list has revealed themselves by saying, "Let's just not talk about the list anymore, okay? Let's just, it happened in the past. Let's move forward, not look back." Right?
Personally, I don't know what it is. I really trust Dan Bongino. The guy seems solid. I don't know. I just he really seems like a guy that spits the truth. You know?
But I love how even Trump came out. He wrote like a novel of a tweet, and he's like, "Why don't we all just put the whole Epstein thing behind us now?"
I loved his first response. You guys are still talking about
this Epstein? What years? Is it 2016? Still talking Epstein?
He needed the button. You guys are still talking about this?
Excuse me?
You guys are still talking about that island where me and my buddies raped young girls? I just didn't know it was that interesting. All right. Yeah, I do love that.
I love it, dude, because it was everybody. Because this is the one thing I noticed this past week. This was a major flub by Trump's administration and by Trump himself. They blew this one.
Yeah.
Nary a noise from Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi or any of the elites on the left. Like every other mistake or quasi mistake, like we successfully bombed Iran, and 5 seconds later, Eric Swalwell was like, "Oh, what a loser! Screw this guy! Ha ha ha!" And
do you know how this disproportionately affected the people of color in Iran?
But dude, here we are. They flub it. Epstein list doesn't come out. Nobody on the left. Yes, that's my point.
I told you that's why it doesn't come out. They're all on it.
Yeah.
I was just hearing this like conspiracy about how they believe Trump or Epstein's brother came out and said he believes Trump killed him. So half the people think the Clintons killed him, half the people think Trump killed him. Everybody was in on this.
Yeah, but
everybody was in on it.
A lot of it does kind of point to Trump, though. Epstein was arrested on Trump's watch, then died while Trump was president. We never got the list when Trump was still president.
Frank, do you know how busy you are as president? He's got so much to worry about. He wasn't even thinking about this guy that got arrested. You know, an old friend. An old friend that you grew apart from.
I just find it funny. They blew this one, and nowhere on Twitter did I get the close-up video of Cory Booker's face talking about how bad this is for the American people. You know, like
Cory Booker, thousands of children got raped by the elites. Where's your 24-hour speech?
Yeah, exactly. No filibuster, Hakeem Jeffries. What's going on, guys? You guys aren't upset about this? It's just really funny. You guys are jumping. You guys are flies on shit with everything that Trump does that seems wrong in your book. But the second he drops the ball on the Jeffrey Epstein list, it's fucking crickets for miles, dude. Nobody's saying anything.
Well, that just verifies one thing, and that's he was working for Israel. That's just like the only thing you can't talk about.
And I said it before, and I'll say it again. The CIA officially created in 1947. Mossad created in 1949, I believe. So we are Mossad and MI6. It's all the same intelligence unit. And, you know, we definitely used whatever compromising evidence we got via Epstein. Yes, he worked for the Secret Service intelligence agencies. Is that even a question now? And is it a shocker to anybody?
Frank, Dan Bongino and Kash Patel really, they really seem like honest guys, you know?
This whole week, I kept just replaying in my head that hostage video with Bongino and Kash Patel, you know, where they're like, just
like wiping sweat out.
Sweating.
I did not see anything in the file. I would say Jeffrey.
Epstein, he killed himself. Yeah, that's it.
Never even heard of him. Who you is that who we're looking at? Epstein. No, he's dude. And then Ben Shapiro.
Dude,
Ben Shapiro went on like a 15-minute rant. I thought I thought at the end Dan Bongino was gonna come out and Ben Shapiro was gonna suck him off. He's like, he's the most loyal. He's never even cheated on his wife. He's the most honest. He's like, dude, relax, man.
I know people love pointing the fingers and claiming so and so is with this agency and that agency. I love to always say, Sean Ryan, 17-year contractor with the CIA. The guy's kind of CIA. And
CIA,
Tucker
yeah.
Carlson, I really don't think you get much more CIA than Tucker Carlson, honestly.
I obviously, yeah.
And then similarly, if you want to know who works for Mossad, it's not very hard to tell, to be totally honest. I think we all know who works for Mossad.
We now have the answers.
yarmulkes to
And the
give
problem
away.
is this. People who never hedged their bets, people who never at any point suggested to you that they don't have data to back up the speculation, that the speculation was in and of itself the conclusion that if you speculate without evidence, that amounts to an actual conclusion to an investigation, they're going to be very upset today because it turns out that the DOJ and the FBI have concluded that Epstein didn't have a client list and died by suicide, according to a memo detailing the findings obtained by Axios. Now, again, does this put to bed?
I mean, just the story. No, there was no list, and he died by suicide.
Yeah, that's what I said. All right, next story.
You guys are still talking about? These guys are never satisfied. What do you mean? That's my favorite comeback from everybody. Is like, you guys are just never going to be satisfied.
I know.
Dan Bongino told you, and you're still not satisfied.
Didn't you see Bongino's hostage video? Come on, folks.
That didn't convince you? Did you see the Kesh Patel? No? Still not convinced? I agree with Ben Shapiro. You can never be convinced.
But it's funny. Is it funny how, like, even who runs the the Turning Point guy, Charlie Kirk, he even went on his show today. He's like, I'm done talking about Epstein. It's just nothing interesting to talk about. So now all of a sudden, there's no story there. I'm just like, Dan Bongino sweats half a bucket, goes on TV and says, no, it's all legit. Nothing happened. So now we're just never going to talk about Epstein again.
Wash it away.
Never going to talk about the lady who's serving 20 years in prison for trafficking children with this guy. Nobody wants to talk about that lady who literally went.
I just can't wait for their next trick. Dan Bongino and Kesh Patel are going to come out. Not going to believe this. 9/11. 6 terrorists from from Afghanistan. We looked into it.
According to the Daily Mail, Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, ready to reveal the truth of the pedophile client list, say insiders. All right, so she's claiming, allegedly, that she's willing to go in front of Congress, go under oath, and tell everybody that she knows who's on the list and what was going on. Right?
So here's what blew my mind. They're like, well, there was no list, right? And then, okay, so release the tapes. No, we can't release the tapes because it's just kiddie porn. It's just guys having sex with kids. Okay, so why don't you make a list of all the people fucking the kids on those? Let's start with the list of the people fucking the kids in those videos. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're psycho. Literally, it's all I was thinking. There? You guys have tapes that you're saying it's kiddie porn.
That's 170 hours of kiddie porn. Just grown-ups raping kids, Frank?
Write down the names of all the grown-ups raping the kids. Can we get the names?
That? No, there's no list.
No, but watch the video. And
tons of child porn.
Okay, so take a piece of paper, and on each line, write the name of each person you see raping these kids. There would be a list. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there is no list, Frank. And he killed himself. All right.
Well, show's over. We'll see you next time, folks.
We wrapped this up before lunch, man. All right.
Well, so Trump's tweet was my favorite. The most recent one he did about this whole thing, where he said, "Well, there is a list, but it's a fake list. It's like the fake Russian dossier. The Clintons made the list." Did you hear this argument he made? Yeah, he claims so. So they came out. Pam Bondi said, "I have the list. It's on my desk." And then Bongino and Kash Patel did their hostage interrogation video, and they said, there is no list, and he killed himself. And then Trump said, there is no list. Are we still talking about Epstein? Can we move on from this? And then he tweeted out after that, well, actually, there is a list, but it's a fake list created by the Clintons and Obama. And it's a fake news list. So we're not going to show you that list because it's a lie. It's a fake It's a fake list. So there was a list. There was no list. Now there is a list.
Clinton
but it's
list.
A fake list. It's a Clinton list. Yes.
You know? Which is the list. It's just got Clinton's name blacked out.
17 times. It's 17.
Oh, poor Bill.
Yeah, man.
It's insane. The no list thing just
it's bonkers, man.
Isn't that your guys' job? Investigate. You make a list.
I mean, just from
what
pictures.
What are we paying you people for?
We already have one name for sure on the list, Prince Andrew. There was a literal court case over it. He was kicked out of the royal family for it, man. I mean, we know one, and he's a royal, which is why, by the way, we're never going to see a list of any kind because this isn't just actors from Hollywood or politicians in the U.S.
They don't care about them. No, it's like
this is royal. This is these are very rich, connected people and major families worldwide, and this is an international issue. We'll never see any of it. It goes to the royals. That we should have known from day one when Prince Andrew was involved that we would never get anything out of it.
Although I did hear kind of, I don't know. It could also be that case did go through, and she was 17, but most of the girls were just of age,
right?
And that's why it really wasn't illegal.
It's a good call. It could end up being like a Diddy case. Diddy's whole thing ended up being just like a weird dude into cuck stuff and baby oil.
Hiring male prostitutes to fuck his wife. It's crazy.
God, the Diddy. I was so stoked for the Diddy thing. It might be the biggest disappointment of my life. I'm not going to lie. I think I'll never be more disappointed than the Diddy trial. We got nothing out of it. We got no Bieber info, no Leo DiCaprio.
But,
I never heard
about
a
the
single...
Meek Mills thing. His whole thing was like, no, everybody did it. You were forced to do it. Nah, man, you're just gay.
It was just you.
Like, everything was blown out of proportion, dude. Like, what do you mean?
You think Meek Mill's in a group of all these other rappers? Like, yeah, we all took one up the ass from Diddy, right, guys? And he's the only one in the whole group.
They're all looking at him.
What a disappointment, man. But you'll probably get the same thing out of the Epstein thing. I don't know. It's such a massive operation. It involves the major intelligence agencies of Israel and the UK and the United States, and royals are involved, and elites that are part of the Club of Rome and the Committee of 300, the Illuminati. There's no way we'll get any info out of this. I find it hilarious that there are people that are upset they never got an Epstein list. If there even was a list of any kind, that thing is incinerated, man. It's long gone, dude. They had 3 months between the election and the inauguration to get rid of everything they needed to get rid of. So
yeah,
that's it, man. We'll never find out. And it's a big club. None of us are in it, and they're never gonna let us look in.
And you know the number one giveaway that it's a cover up. Ben Shapiro and Pod Save America agree.
Wow. Well, the Ben Shapiro thing was killing me because he's just full on like nothing to see here. Story's over. Let us never talk about Epstein ever again.
He's mad because people are connecting him to Israel.
Right. And the sooner we connect Epstein to Israel, the sooner we connect Ben to Israel, right? And so then I think that's his problem.
Ben, I know you tried to brush it under the rug, but what was with the mattresses in the tunnels?
Dude, come on, man.
Those poor kids in, was that New York?
It's our modern day never forget. Never forget the soiled mattresses in the synagogue in Brooklyn, right? That was
what were you doing in that tunnel? So weird.
They were trying to pray during the lockdowns, bro. Come on. I think that was the official narrative. Oh man. All right. Well, it's killing me that you nailed it. Ben Shapiro, Pod Save America, Charlie Kirk at Turning Point. they're all on the same page. They all
Everybody.
are. They're all lockstep with this one. So this is the machine of the right now. We've seen for many years over the Biden administration the left's machine, how they work lockstep. They have their message and they push that message as a group, all in one.
Yeah.
They just attempted the same thing on the right, but unfortunately, MAGA is its own different thing. So you have all these hardcore conservatives, I think, that are trying to push with this nothing to look here, don't look behind the curtain. And the MAGA people are like, no, what the fuck were you doing with that Jeffrey Epstein guy? Like, what was going on this island? They're like, Bill Gates' wife literally divorced him over this island. There was something going on there. Like
he cheated on her so many times, but she specifically mentioned the island.
Yes. Yes. And we played the interview with her where she said, I had to meet this man who I considered the most evil man I've ever heard of. And then when I met him, I recoiled in disgust and never wanted to meet him again. I mean, and then you divorced your husband over his relationship with this guy?
Yeah.
And Ghislaine Maxwell serving 20 years in prison for trafficking young women to nobody. With nobody, apparently.
Which is insane.
Apparently, she was trafficking the kids. Epstein was hanging out in his bedroom watching kiddie porn. That's the story they're basically giving us now. It's totally bonkers. And getting massages from 17-year-olds, right on the cusp.
Right on the... Depends what state you're in.
That's right. He's getting the 17-year-old back massage.
Yeah.
Ghislaine is trafficking the kids, and he's watching kiddie porn. That's the story that we're supposed to go with, I guess.
I mean, I guess because of, like, the after massage is why you're doing it. But 17-year-old back massage doesn't even sound that appealing.
No, not at all.
Have you seen these 17? They're so weak.
I
You
mean,
need,
I don't...
like a woman that's seen some time, got some
know.
meat on the bone, seen some hard
Nah,
times.
massage, you need an Asian.
I'm picturing a robust Asian.
Yeah, Asian women bring the pain, dude.
Yeah,
they
that's what
don't
you
stop.
want. They dig in there.
That's right. They got those sharp, tiny elbows. They just really jam it in there, man. Yeah.
Thick Asian chick. That's what.
Yeah.
That's a 17-year-old.
I didn't know you were getting into sumo wrestling like I was. All right, should we get some
So I was just thinking about the burger.
meat enormous cheeseburgers, dude? The baby boy burger.
Baby boy. It's the size. That's what it keeps reminding me of Parks and Rec when they're talking about the sizes of fountain drink, and they're like, it's called the baby because it's the size of a baby. It's just like this giant cup. That's
Yeah.
literally what that. That's what that
You could do that.
cheeseburger is.
I mean, you could do that for a lot of burritos I see these days. Burritos have gotten absolutely ridiculous.
Baby burrito.
They are, yeah, baby burrito. That'd be a good restaurant actually idea there.
It's
A
the
little
size
fast
of a
casual.
baby.
Yeah. Dude. Or like the burrito comes with like a little diaper. Or actually, your Subway sandwich should come with a diaper. That's been my long held belief.
I can't remember the last time I ate Subway.
Well, funny times with this Epstein thing because it incorporates everybody or in every political sphere and section. So nobody is going to avoid being lumped into it. At this point, Trump, the Clintons, Ben Shapiro, everybody, Hannity, everybody on TV, you're all on the list in my book. The only
I
people...
don't think they're all on the list. I think they're just being told not to talk.
No,
about
I don't care. If you don't outright demand the list, you're on the list. That's how I'm rolling from here on forward. If you don't call for the list, you are on the list. There's just no other variable in my book.
If you're on that list, you're on my list, buddy.
That's right. My shit list. Yeah. But I think this will play out. We're going to see more. The Epstein thing will not go away.
Oh, it's going away.
I don't think so. I think people are going to keep picking at it, especially because we have an election coming up next year, and it is the midterms, and the Democrats have decided, Mike, they have to refresh to be fresh.
Such a terrible article.
Did you read this article, man? Come
so
on.
they're bringing in like 24-year-olds to run for office.
Yeah, they're bringing in the young people. They're claiming that this Mamdani guy is the face of this new generation. And they're bringing in this chick, Deja Fox, I think was her name, that I saw
Deja. Dude, a lot of chicks named Deja.
Yeah, it's a popular name. I think it's a cool name, actually. I'm down with it.
What does it mean?
I don't know. To me, it's very stripper name
Oh, it's
territory,
you're
so
gonna be OnlyFans.
that's an OnlyFans thing now, right?
But it's really popular in some communities.
I noticed, yeah, absolutely. And that was you're right on the money with the community. And David Hogg was canvassing with this Fox gal. I thought it was Deja Fox. I may
It
have said
means already or before. Like
Deja.
déjà vu.
All right, yeah, I can dig it. I don't know if it was Deja though. I think I just follow.
Oh, you're just racist. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a racist. Deja Fox just seemed right, and yeah, I'm still trying to find the name, just because I don't want to be a racist.
Really
Yeah,
unlikable face, this guy.
it is Deja Fox. Okay, so I'm not gonna play the clip or per se. There's no audio worth listening to. It's just David Hogg talking about his canvassing he did for Deja Fox and bringing in new faces for the party. But what I couldn't get over is look at the teeny microphone he's holding in his
Oh, I
hand.
didn't even see that.
He's got the teeny
A
microphone.
teeny mic. Yeah.
And what's with Democrats and flags? They're even hanging teeny little flags on their teeny little microphone. Do you see this
No.
thing?
What is that?
It's a flag.
No.
It's a card, I think. But
why do you have that bigger than the mic?
That's what I'm saying. It looks ridiculous.
What is going on here? What is with the teeny mics? Why is that such a thing now?
I don't know why I fucking love this picture. So this video is just it cracks me up so much. I don't know why. It's just why the teeny little microphone, man. It's very silly looking, but all the Democrats are doing this because they're trying to be influencers and they're trying to tap into the Joe Rogan sphere, the manosphere.
There's no way you can not look gay holding.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
It's just so teeny.
Get a mic, you know what I mean?
And if I were holding it, look, he's trying to hold it like it's a real microphone too. Like he doesn't need to clasp it like that. He could literally just hold it like this.
Oh,
like
it's so stupid.
Like you're smoking a doobie, right? Just kind of put it between the thumb and the forefinger and hold it there.
But then you look retarded talking into this. No matter what, you look retarded. Why not get a real mic?
It's a very just silly thing. I've been picking up on it though. Like Chuck Schumer's doing videos and he's got the little teeny mic that he's talking into. And Swalwell and all these other Democrats, they're leaning hard.
Does it? He does the furry one.
Yeah, the little fuzzy guy.
Taco Trump.
So, the Democrats, they're really embracing the influencer movement in their attempt to break into the manosphere and create their own version of Joe Rogan. And in that process, they decided we're doing close-up videos with tiny microphones.
I got it. Get Elizabeth Warren's face this close to the camera. And then have guys walk around with these little mics so we know they have no penis. It's retarded.
The tiny mic phenomenon, man. Yeah, I love it. I'm a huge fan. It's been just kind of cracking me up lately, and my feed is just filled with all these Democrats doing these close-up videos for TikTok, and they're trying to go viral, and they have not figured it out yet. Just like in that article that I showed up on the screen from the Associated Press, Gen Z Democrats looking to change the game and refresh to be fresh. Not once in the article do they actually identify an idea, a simple idea that they are putting forward as their party's identity. There is not one idea. Not even, forget all the extra stuff. We're fixing roads. That's our whole thing. We're going to fix every road in America. Fix them.
Taxes. Just lower the taxes.
But
you know what I mean?
Any idea, if you read the article in the Associated Press about this new generation of Democrats, how they're going to change the game and kick out all the old folks, they have no new ideas. They're just younger versions of the same fucking idea. It's incredible to me. Like, you guys haven't learned. So you're going to trot out 40-year younger versions of Nancy Pelosi with tiny microphones doing close-up videos on TikTok, and you think that's going to win you the next election?
And before the tit job.
Right. That's it. Well, she hasn't made her money off the insider trading yet, right? So
I know. We're talking about sleeping with Kennedy days. You know what I mean?
It's just, I love that this is the idea. We're heading into next year now. They're gearing up clearly for this midterm election cycle, and they've nailed it. They know what they need to do. They need younger versions of Nancy Pelosi, tiny microphones, close-up videos. Same message though. We're kicking out white dudes, and everything is socialist. Right? That's the message. We're not hiding from that.
You know, it is funny. You're not hearing anything about a red wave or a blue wave.
Right.
I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen next year. It all depends on the economy.
I think MAGA changed the game, man. I really do. And
I don't know. You can't get cocky, but
well, no, I've been saying since day one, MAGA's a third party. And so the Republicans are in trouble for the next presidential election because you do not have a MAGA representative.
nah, you can't do JD.
I don't know, JD. He's part of that machine, isn't he? He's with Peter Thiel, and everybody thinks Thiel and Palantir are gonna basically take over our lives with, what is it, the digital currency and tracking us and our everyday movements and everything. So they believe our future dystopia will be brought upon us via our cell phones through Palantir and Peter Thiel and JD Vance. So
I don't know about all that. I do know Trump is Trump because he's a real estate builder. You know what I mean? He was a builder, real estate guy in New York. He wasn't a swamp creature. JD Vance is a swamp creature.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah. You know what? Folks, enjoy the next 3 years. We ain't ever getting another run like this again. I think this will be it. That's right.
Back to the swamp.
We got to make America great for 4 years, then we're swimming in the swamp with the creatures again.
2028, back to the swamp.
Back
That
to
should be
the
the slogan.
Oh, man.
Cory Booker. Yeah.
Back to the swamp. Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it, man, but there's no doubt about it. This is the fastest hour in the universe. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, enjoying the good times, great oldies. We will be back on Wednesday, maybe? We're going to do a Wednesday?
Yeah, we can do a Wednesday if you want.
We might do a Wednesday. We'll see how Mike's feeling out there. Until then.
Depends if I get off on time.
All right, well, until then, folks, have a great rest of your week, and we will see you maybe Wednesday, maybe Sunday. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
I was young and knew everything. She a punk who rarely ever took advice. Now I'm guilt-stricken, sobbing with my head on the floor. Stopping baby's breath and a shoe full of rice. No, can't be held responsible. She was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen.